Next up, it's no secret that students have had to battle against a pandemic and remote learning over the past 2 years to earn their degrees, and this year's graduating class from Roxbury Community College is no different. But for some of those walking across the stage this Friday, the road to getting their cap and gown was paved with extra hurdles. Among them is the class of 2022's valedictorian and graduation speaker Shadia Singo, who emigrated from the Democratic Republic of Congo to the United States in 2018. She now graduates with an associate degree in web technology, and she joins me now to share more of her story, along with the Roxbury Community College's interim president, Jackie Jenkins-Scott. Welcome to both of you. Congratulations, Shadia. How are you? How excited are you?
Thank you so much. I'm doing pretty good. And you?
I'm great. Tell me your story. Tell me how you ended up at Roxbury Community College.
I got in America, as you said, in 2018, and I was just looking for a college that had, more of Black people because I was just new here and I wanted to feel, integrated. And Roxbury had that diversity, students from everywhere. And I was like, this is where I want to be.
Tell me,
That's why.
tell me about your journey here. Tell me about your family. Tell me about how supportive they've been of you on this journey through Roxbury Community College.
They have been pretty supportive. Now we have to keep in mind that I'm here by myself. I don't have no family here. They're all back home, but they've been very supportive. My father be calling me all the time, checking on me and making sure that I got everything done, that I'm focusing. So yeah, they've been pretty supportive, even my brothers.
President Jackie Jenkins-Scott, it's a moment for community colleges right now. I'm sure a moment that we've all been waiting for. We're a community college family at my house. Tell me a little bit about how are we? Is it a moment, or am I just being optimistic? Are we seeing a moment here where we're turning to community colleges in a way we haven't recently?
Well, I think it's a moment and it's not a moment.
Right.
And I think we should always be optimistic. Of course, the value of community college and the value, particularly for young people like Shadia, of getting a community college education at a much lower cost than going on to a four-year college. And then students who are able to enroll in what we call dual degree programs and early college programs can greatly reduce the cost of going to college. And as you know, nowadays, it used to be that a high school diploma could get you a good job and lifelong health benefits and all of those things. And we know now that the entry level to a more secure future is certainly a college degree and community. So that's the optimism that that the value of a community college education is now being recognized. But I love Shadia's story. That is what community colleges are for. And congratulations, Shadia. You are very brave to be here.
Thank you.
And I love the fact that you still have the support of your family, even back home, who are cheering you on and supporting you and wanting you to do well. So congratulations. We're so proud of you.
And
Thank you.
I know they'll be watching you remotely as you graduate this Friday. Shadia, what's the future for you? What after you get your diploma this Friday? What's next?
So I'm actually working as a full-time technician at ABCD. So I'm gonna be there and move on, take on because our webmaster is gonna be retiring, and they're getting me ready to get a position, what is pretty amazing. And I'll continue at UMass Boston. Starting fall 2022, and I'll be majoring in computer forensics.
That's great. President Jenkins-Scott, many folks don't understand that there are relationships with the state schools and with some other private universities and colleges. You do 2 years at a community college here in Massachusetts, and then you can transfer your credits to a UMass Boston or to some other private universities. We're talking about the moment for community colleges. I want to talk about why we're doing that a little bit is because First Lady Jill Biden is an instructor at community colleges.
She has taught at community colleges for many years.
She had this to say just recently.
My wife is a community college professor. She said it's the best kept secret in America.
Why is it the best kept secret? Why aren't we doing more community college shouting from the rooftops, President?
Well, you know, one of the reasons is that community colleges offer such a diverse education for such a diverse population, particularly our underserved populations. Roxbury Community College, over 80% of our students are students of color. Many of them are immigrants. Many of them come from families that do not have enough resources to send their kids directly on to a 4-year private or even public education. So I think people are understanding the value of a community college education, and it's a great education. One of the things here at Roxbury Community College is I love the faculty, their love of this student population, which is a very diverse student population. So it is community colleges serve a population that you don't see very often in our traditional higher education institutions. And sometimes those are the kinds of things that make certain institutions not be as valued as they should be. And that's part of our challenge, is to tell our story and to help people to understand the value of community college education.
You know,
and I think it's so important and so exciting.
You've used the word value a number of times, and it's an important one, especially at this point in our conversations about secondary education. You've got Boston University increasing their tuition, the largest increase they've had. Obviously, many institutions reacting to COVID and all of the challenges that we've all gone through. We've got the millennial generation who are now realizing they may never get to pay off their college loans, and they are in jobs that really cost more for them to get than they're actually going to make for them in some ways.
Right.
And we're getting financial advice from people who say, don't pay more for your college education than you expect to make in a year, which is just very difficult to do.
Wow, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, so you want to be able to pay back with a year's salary of what your all of those roads lead to community colleges, though, as an answer, right?
And you know what? The other thing about it is you get an excellent education. The faculty at Roxbury Community College are just terrific. They love these students, they love teaching, and they provide very high quality education. I think Shadia can probably tell you she has enjoyed her classes. Yes. She's enjoyed working with her faculty.
Shadia, tell me a little bit. I've been accidentally auditing my daughter's classes. She goes to Bunker Hill Community College, and I can attest that I'm sure they are equal to the great courses at Roxbury Community College at how difficult the courses are and how robust they are, how talented the professors and instructors are. Tell me about what one of your favorite courses was, and what you took away from the educational experience.
Well, overall, it was pretty amazing. Again, I feel like at Roxbury, we are more than just numbers. You know, teachers care about us, and that's what makes it exceptional. You just want to have the best grades, because you have all the tools provided to you to do so. And my favorite class was ITS problem solving with Professor Maya T. Bowen, that is actually my advisor. Yeah, that was very challenging. Yes, very, very challenging, because you had to come up with solutions. You gotta get out of the box and you have to think. So it does help me in real life, even now. There's not all, as she always says, there's not only one path to a solution. Like, this is what I give you, but there's so many other ways and that you gotta figure out. And that's what I keep doing today. And it's just amazing.
President, are we any closer to having free community college? I know that it's affordable, and for some students in Boston that graduate high school, they can go at a low rate or a free rate. And but do you see politically any will there? We're talking a lot about forgiving past student loans, of course.
Sure.
But what about moving forward? What can we do to say to citizens, we want you educated from first grade to high school, and we'd like you to be educated more?
Well, I am just so proud of Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley. If it's up to her, this will happen. And she has pledged that she is not going to give up on this fight. So it is something that is very much at the top of her list. And I think there are a number of other congressmen and congresswomen who have taken this challenge on. It's a matter of will in our country, political will, and gaining the momentum. And I think, we can spend billions and billions of dollars on tanks. Why can't we spend some dollars on educating our populace? And that is the position Congresswoman Presley has taken, and so many others. But let's not, we can't forget that this will be a challenge. It is not going to be easy to make this happen. But I think that if we continue to talk about it, continue to understand the value of it, and to continue to understand how this kind of support and education for the populace can really help save our democracy. It's really part of what has made this country great, is that we have given education opportunity for people to make a way out. And so I'm hoping that there will be the political will to make free community college education a reality. But it will not be done without education and without a fight, quite frankly.
Shadia, what is your speech written? Are you ready to go?
Yes, I am ready to go.
What's the highlight? What's the theme? Just tell me what the theme is before we wrap up.
The theme is pretty simple. Don't let anyone's opinion of you be your reality. You are the master of your life. That's basically it.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
If you can
I can't wait to hear it.
If you can envision it, you can be it, right? With the right.
Exactly.
That's so great. Well, congratulations to you. I'm so glad that you've accomplished so much, and I'm sure everyone in your family is proud of you and your colleagues and friends. Thanks so much to both of you for joining us, and congratulations to both of you. Here's to a better year next year in school.
Yeah, we're
right?
gonna have a great day for Friday.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you.
Good night and sunshine.